Hello, my name is Madam Happy from Edukea Institution. Today we are going to learn about English and topic known as hunting with animal. In this topic, you will study a picture and reading a passage on adventure. In the game, please save and answer the questions. After that, you will practice using some vocabulary terms related to the passage and using of dash dash, as, dash dash, while, dash dash, and dash dash. When in sentence to express action happening at the same time in the past. Finally, in this topic, you will write a passage from jump ready sentence about two events happening at the same time. After seeing the introduction of this topic, we are going to study about activity one known as speaking practice. In this activity one, you study the picture below and answer the questions that follow. We study the picture below and answer the questions that follow. Here the picture you see there is a man, there is an animal there. Also nearby the animal there was a car, trees and the other like. After seeing the picture should be to answer the questions that follow. First question says that what do you see in the picture? In this question should be to write those who see in the picture, that see in the picture. Another question is what is the name of the animal in the picture? In this question should be to write the name of the animal in the picture or the name of the animal shown in the picture. Another question or third question is what is happening in the picture? In this question should be to write what happened in the picture. After reading activity 1, we are going to study activity 2, talking about activity 2 can teach about reading practice. In this activity, you will read the passage below and answer the questions that follow. The passage or the story is about adventure in the game reserve. Musa had always wanted to go hunting with his uncle, Mr. Adam. Each time he saw his uncle going hunting, he wished that he could go with him. One day while he was on holiday at his uncle's home, he was taken by surprise. "Come on, Musa, get yourself ready and get in the car. Let's go hunting," his uncle said. Musa took a knife and he got in the car. It was about 4 o'clock in the evening. While driving toward the game reserve, his uncle explained to him a few rules about hunting in a game reserve. He told him that one must get a permit to buy and own a gun. He said, each time you want to hunt in a game reserve, you must get both a permit and a license. If you are caught hunting without a license and a permit, you can be arrested because it is against the law. He also told him that hunting can be very interesting, but it can sometimes be dangerous. They drove for about 20 kilometers along a rough road until they came to a gate. His uncle stopped the car at the gate of the game reserve and got out. After showing his license and the hunting permit to the gatekeeper, they drove in the game reserve. Inside the reserve, Mr. Adam drove for about 3 kilometers. Then they saw 2 antelope eating grass. Mr. Adam stopped the car about 200 meters away from them. They got out of the car and he told himself to stay close to it. Then he walked slowly and carefully toward the interlopers. When he was close enough, he aimed at them and shot. Both interrupts fell down. Musa could see what was happening from where he was. He was excited. He wanted to go to help his uncle kill the animals. While he was still looking at the two animals lying dead on the grass, he saw a big, angry animal lashing toward his uncle. It was a rhino. Musa was afraid. He shouted a warning to his uncle. Then he jumped in the car. Mr. Adam saw the dangerous animals too. The rhino lashed toward him. It was very fast. As it came closer to where he was, he jumped aside and fell. The rhino missed him by inches. Mr. Adam got up the line as fast as his leg could carry him toward the car. The rhino turned. They saw him. It lashed like a wild bull toward him. Musa saw his uncle running toward the car where the rhino chased after him. He quickly opened the door of the car for his uncle. Mr. Adam jumped in and shut the door. As soon as he had shut the door, the rhino backed into the car very hard. The car shook and nearly turned over. The rhino was very angry. It went around and around the car looking for Mr. Adam, but it could not find him. It lashed away into the bush. After a short while, Mr. Adam knew they were safe. He got out of the car and first looking for the gun. Then he went to correct the two antelopes and put them at the back of the car. Musa did not care to get out of the car again. After all this, they drove out of the reserve and went back home. Here is the end of the story. At the story, we see different people: Uncle Musa, Koidi, Adam, and Musa, which are going to hunting, which are going in hunting the animal. After reading a passage or a story, we can complete this topic by answering the following question. First question says that what had Musa always wanted to do? In this question should be to write those Musa or those processes wanted to do by Musa. Another question is, what should you have in order to own a gun? In this question should be to write the reason, or should be to write on how you have in order to own a gun. Third question is, if we wanted to hunt in a game reserve, what should you have? In this question should be to write on how you reserve, or on how we are going to hunt in a game reserve. Should be going with the what? In this question should be to write, if we want to hunt in a game reserve, what should you have? In this question should be to write those principles, those activities that you have when we are going to hunt, or when you want to hunt a game reserve. Another question is, how far did they drive before they saw the interrupt? In this question should be to write the reason on how far did they drive before they saw the interrupt. And another question is, which animal rushed toward Mr. Adam? In this question should be to write the name of the animal which rushed toward Mr. Adam. Another question is, why did Mr. Adam jump aside? In this question should be to write the reason on how Mr. Adam jumped aside. Another question is, what did Mr. Adam do when it was safe? In this question should be to write what Mr. Adam can do if it was safe. Also, another question is, what is the story about? In this second question should be to write the story is about what. And the last question is, what lesson do you learn from this story? In this question should be to write the lesson do you learn from this story. Here is the end of this period. Thank you for watching our lesson and welcome to another lesson.
Purchase your tracks today.